Hey, Ready Car YouTube fans. This time we're looking at a unique toy to the channel. Not necessarily a typical horror action figure, but in its own way, horror related. Hasbro, as far as I'm aware, has only ever put out like one other zombie Transformer, and it was Zombie Cliffjumper from Transformers Prime. And this is now the Alternate Universe Optimus Prime dead figure. This is basically your normal Optimus Prime that has come out from the War from Cybertron, the new Netflix show. And this is a black-gray Optimus Prime. I also want to show off the detail on the box art. This very much reminds me of an episode of Season 3 of the original Transformers Generation 1 cartoon, where Optimus Prime came back as a zombie, and he was brought back by the Quintessons in order to kill the Autobots. And it always terrified the hell out of me as a kid. As an adult, I look at it now and just be like, I can't believe I got through my childhood without any therapy after watching this episode. But Optimus Prime is all sorts of messed up, and then he gets like horribly destroyed, and just more parts of him get ripped off, and then he dies sacrificing himself. But in the end, I guess he's saved in the Return of Optimus Prime Part 1 and 2, and none of the battle damage is ever mentioned or even shown. Different animators for that altogether. Continuity sometimes with animation on that show was not always passed on from one person to the other, but I digress. Anyway, so the packaging art has what we see here. We have, I'm assuming either Hot Rod or Rodimus Prime, Ultra Magnus, and RC in the view mirror of Optimus Prime. So this is the front of his cab mode. So this is either him lying on the operating table in Transformers the movie, or this is his cab mode driving towards them. It's really hard to tell, but if you remember in Transformers the movie, these three people were present, and that would have been Hot Rod then, not Rodimus Prime. So the box art has the damage done, and I assume this is all of the battle damage he received when he fought Megatron in Transformers the movie. If you remember, he dies in that movie, and as I said, comes back in Season 3. But the death of Optimus Prime obviously was a very big deal. So we're going to open it up. It kind of opens up like if this was like the Matrix, which is really cool. So we open it up, and we have right here Optimus Prime figure. Now, the nice thing about this figure is that we don't have the twisty ties made of plastic and like wire to unsnip this, so I'm just going to grab a pair of scissors, but I wanted a close-up detail of the figure. You can see it's got that battle damage mode, as one of his little antennas is bent, his faceplate is destroyed a little bit, and he's got the battle damage on the side from where Megatron slashes him with the sword. But he is definitely that grayed out black Optimus Prime that he turns into when he does finally pass away. There's his gun and his trailers in the back. And this is interesting that a lot of these figures sometimes never came. It was just the Optimus Prime figure, and they didn't have the, the trailer to accompany it, which was rather odd. And by the way, the whole piece slides out here, and then you have the instructions and the proof of purchase warranty information in the bottom. Okay, so this is Optimus Prime now completely unboxed, and as you can see, the level of detail to the figure. This is a Transformer action figure. That's what a lot of the media are now calling the new line of Transformer toys, because they are the most show-accurate depictions of the Transformers there has ever been, which I kind of agree. They are definitely more on the action figure stance. The posability and movability is really great. So as I said, this Optimus Prime has like all sorts of cool battle damage. And I like the attention to detail they gave it. Also, if you open up his chest plate, which I'm going to try and do, inside you have the Autobot Matrix of Leadership, which it is really difficult to get out. There we go. Okay. You have a miniature tiny Autobot Matrix of Leadership. And I'm trying to see on the figure. No, okay, so there is no light up capacity with this. As you can see, there is no bulb inside the Matrix of Leadership. It is a black in the back. Because the back of the Matrix of Leadership looks like it lights up. The crystal gem is just plastic, though. But I wonder how much more money it would have been if to include a bulb inside the Matrix of Leadership. Here's his cab. Folds up like so. Whoops. Yeah. That's the little robot that usually does the repairs inside Optimus Prime, if you remember the original toy. Now, what's funny is that when he died, every single fan questioned, what the hell did they do with Optimus Prime's cab? I'm assuming they stuck it in storage, but I would have loved it. IDW put out a Transformer comic book, a 4-issue miniseries, which when they collected a trade paperback, they answered a couple questions. One of which was, where is Omega Supreme, the Stunticons, the Protectobots, and the Aerial Bots? And it showed them all battling each other by the Ark, because they never show the Ark in Transformers the movie. But that was only available in the trade paperback, not the original 4-issue miniseries. Now, I know that the movie was animated at a time that those toys were still coming out, so that's why they weren't included in the movie. That has always been discussed. But the biggest question is, what the hell did they do with Optimus Prime's trailer after he died? They never show it, but when he returns, his trailer just pops back up. It's like, did they roll it out of storage for him after the Quintesson brought him back to life to fight the hate plague? Who knows? But I would love the story of what happened to Optimus Prime's trailer. Anyway, I digress. So that's the trailer. It's really cool that they include this, because a lot of times you just get the Optimus Prime figure and you don't get the trailer. You get, like, you don't. If you remember, the Masterpiece Optimus Prime didn't come with his trailer, the original one. And what was it, the Transformers Legends series? They started like 2006. Wasn't included with the trailer as well. Several other Optimus Primes have not been included with the trailer. The original Generation 1, Power Master Optimus Prime. Trying to think what else has come with the trailer. There have been ones that haven't. But anyway, I digress. So, this is Optimus Prime's little weapon. Whoops, and I just broke it. But that's great, because I easily snap off. This thing is huge, too. These are the instructions for the Alternate Universe Optimus Prime. This is the first time I've ever seen the little robot that comes inside Optimus Prime's trailer ever used, the little repair robot, be used as like a weapon like this. And there you have the transformed dead Optimus Prime from the Alternate Universe. He's called Alternate Universe Optimus Prime. I've heard people call him Dead Optimus, Dead Prime, Optimus Dead, Optimus Zombie. I mean, he's got a couple different names. But this is as far as I'm aware, this is the first Dead Prime toys to come out, which is basically just the regular Optimus Prime with a couple alterations, and obviously the color scheme completely diluted to match him coming back from the dead. I think it's a really cool figure. I don't have a bevy of Optimus Primes, and I understand Optimus Prime has become like the Luke Skywalker of the Transformer universe. There are many of them, just like the 4 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles have multiple versions of those figures. And some people have made complaints saying, oh boy, another Optimus Prime figure, but I mean, he's one of the most popular characters in Transformers, and one of the most popular characters in pop culture. So there's going to be multiple versions of them. You don't have to buy every single one, but if you wanted this cool figure because you're a horror collector like I am, you're a Transformer collector, I haven't, my Transformer collection has definitely dwindled down substantially from what it used to be, but this is a figure that I had to have because I don't have a lot of figures anymore, and I wanted to pick it up. Check out the rest of the videos here on the Radio Horror YouTube channel. Like, subscribe, and comment. Leave some feedback about what you thought of the figure, and if you're a Transformers fan, let me know. Thanks, everybody.